begin with the alpha sequence. Go ahead and find that spot on the wall that is above your natural eye gaze. Look something like this. And take in a nice and deep breath. As you exhale, look through that spot. With a relaxed gaze, you might notice the corners of the room as you move into peripheral vision and feeling a sense of a cascading sensation in your body. Now, when you're ready, take in another nice and deep breath. And this time, as you exhale, close your eyes, bringing your attention to your physical body and noticing right now, is there any part of you that would like to relax any more than you already are right now? And invite that part of your body to relax. Good. Now relax your jaw. And as you do, it comes open slightly, which is entirely natural. This sends a message through your vagus nerve, which is engaged right now, that now is the time to relax. You are in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. Good job. Now gradually slow down your breathing. Get into a comfortable, slow rhythm of breathing with a long exhalation. This invites you to relax even further, which then allows your mind to drift peacefully. Good. Now relax the back of your tongue. Liberate your tongue from the part of your mind preparing to speak. Imagine speech dissolving as the mind is freed to experience new thoughts, expansive thoughts, or perhaps no thoughts at all. Nothing. Silence, stillness, tranquility. Good. Now in a moment, we're going to drop into the heart. Let's do that now. Take in a nice deep breath. Then as you exhale, imagine dropping your consciousness into your heart. Good. Where it's familiar and gentle and warm. Good. This is where the grander part, the eternal part of you resides. And right now, if you have this belief, I'd like you to imagine that you are merging with your higher self, with that eternal part of you. And the very first thing you do is be grateful and say thank you. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for guiding me, helping me, whatever it is that you would like to say to yourself, to your higher self right now. Good. Now, what I'd like you to do is, using the magic of the mind, we are going to go through a hypnotic experience right now for inspiration and wisdom to grow our capacity for compassion towards ourselves and others, and love, and grow in our understanding and wisdom. So the first thing I'd like you to do is, using the magic of the mind, I would like you to imagine you come to a fork in the road of your life. And on the left, it is a slow downward road. It's easy to take that low road. You could just coast down it. But it's also a path of misery, and it represents all of the things in your life that you don't want to do anymore, that you feel like you have to do, or you get sucked into, or you don't feel like you have another choice, or in the moment you just don't feel like it. These are all the things that you likely want to improve, modify, transform, and change. And we're going to go down that low road, so that you can notice from a higher perspective what are the things that are really bringing you down, that are keeping you at a low vibration, so that you can be rid of them, transform them. Now the road on the right goes up. It does take more effort. It takes more focus. It takes some sacrifice, not doing some things and choosing to do others, being diligent. But the high road is the path of success, of freedom, of love, of tenderness, of coming together, of connection, of being courageous and doing the hard work and being triumphant. The high road is a path of glory. The high road is where all of the real you resides as you work through things that keep on tugging you down on that low road. And right now we're going to find out what they are. So I want you to imagine that we're going to go down the low road. And it's the low road of 2022, which is the year we're at right now. So I want you to imagine it's basically January of 2022. And you, from where you're at right now, have the ability to notice all of the experiences and all of the things that transpired this year that feel heavy, that feel sorrowful, that seem hard. All the times you were frustrated, angry, upset, hurting, alone, afraid, scared, overwhelmed. All of those experiences come to mind for the entire year. And first of all, I want to say, good job. Good job allowing yourself to notice the pain. Good job allowing yourself to notice the frustration and the hurt and the anger and the unfairness. Not everybody even wants to be here, but you do, because you want to get rid of it. You want to be better. You want to notice the thread that is keeping you on the high road. And so right now, what I'd like you to imagine is 3 or 4 experiences, 3 or 4 situations that if you were to summarize the low road for this year, you would be able to do it. In these 3 or 4 things that transpired that would be indicative of your low road. And I want you to allow your mind to notice, how did that actually happen? What is actually providing you relief? Those experiences on the low road, allow yourself to step into one right now. How did you get there? How did you get out? What was the detour that brought you back up on the high road, if it did? Was it a friend? Was it hypnosis? Was it good sleep? Was it reading? What brought you to the low road? Very good. I know over the last many years with COVID, it's easy for things to slide and easy for things to slip. We aren't seeing as many people. We might be out of the habit of doing certain things. And so we might not be doing our due diligence. We might not be sending the emails or following up. We might not be as careful with ourselves on our workouts or our eating. And now's the time. Now is the time to imagine picking that version of you up off the floor, hugging her, hugging him, loving this version of you, and noticing right now what can get you off that low road. Just notice. Allow your subconscious mind to give you some answers, either right here, right now, or if it's all right with you, later today. what got you on that low road, resolving it and getting off the low road, how to resolve it, what brought you there, and the detour to get you off. Now, there might be some things that you're noticing are always helpful, like for me, reading a good book, being outside in nature, talking with a trusted friend who I know only has my best interest at heart. All of these things tend to bring me up on the high road. So how about you? What are the detours that you can take if you're stuck on the low road? What detours can you take to get back on the high road? Good. Now I want you to imagine if you are right now still have something that you're experiencing on the low road. I want you to imagine getting yourself off the low road. Using the magic of the mind, imagine that a path opens up, a clearing, and it goes right up to the high road, right up to that high road. Just imagine you start taking those steps now. Maybe you're eating healthier. Maybe you're reading, you're not watching as much TV. You're not engaging in those conversations that you know lead nowhere. You're setting boundaries. You're following through. You're drinking your water. You're getting in your activity. You're getting to bed on time. You're completing your work. And as you do that, it's like every step back up to the high road. And you start to see the high road coming up in front of you. As you are diligent, you notice what's working. You put the small things in place. And you're coming back up to the high road now. It feels so good to know that you can always get yourself feeling better, that you can always get back on the high road. And you remember what those things are right now. Good. Now allow all of that to fade away. You're back at the fork in the road. Now I'd like you to imagine it's 2022 again. And this time we're going to notice all of the highlights. All of the highlights, all of the joy, all of the laughter, all of the delight, all of the curiosity, all of the novelty, all of the friendships, the connections, the laughter, the giggling, the freedom, the liberation, the unexpected, amazing moments of life. And so now, over the course of 2022, your mind brings to you the highlights. The time when you hugged somebody and laughed and connected, spent a night out with friends at a new dance club, a quiet afternoon reading with your niece, with your daughter, with friends, a vacation, maybe learning something new, a new career, rekindling a relationship with a lost friend, or making new friends. The highlights of your year. Now don't forget to include the highlights of your business. Maybe you opened your business this year. Maybe you saw your first clients this year. Maybe you've been in business for a while and this is the year you created or wrote a book, or this is the year you put out a new program. Every one of those moments we are telling the brain, this is what I want. I want more of these experiences in my life. So we get to seed the reticular activating system with more of this, more of this, more of this. Now take in a deep breath. And as you do that, you float. Imagine you float high above your whole life. You can see the whole calendar 2022, the whole life beneath you. And you notice, what is the primary highlight? What did you really learn this year? What is what you want to remember about this year? The learning, the lesson, the wisdom? Is it how important other people are in our lives and connections with them? Is it following through on things that scare you? Is it doing what you know is best and not listening to others? What is it? What is your highlight of this year? Good job. Now looking forward to 2023, I want you to imagine, what do you want your life to be like 1 year from today, December 29th or December 28th, 2023? What do you want to be able to say you did this year? What happened this year? What do you want to be able to say? How many people you worked with? How much money you made in your practice? What do you want to be able to say a year from today? I don't know about you, but I feel really good just having this conversation with myself, because this really is about loving ourselves greater than ever before. What really makes me happy? What truly is satisfying? What truly is fulfilling? It's not talking about things, it's doing them. It's actually working with people and actually doing these things. So for you, what is actually fulfilling? What makes your heart sing? What brings you delight? What makes your brain happy? And the more we love ourselves and the better we can care for and love ourselves in the appropriate ways, the better and happier we will feel, more joyful we will feel, and the more connection, love, and wisdom we bring to the world, because we stabilize those in us. Right here, right now, today, what do you want to stabilize in you for 2023? Is it joy? Is it compassion? What do you want to stabilize in 2023? Imagine yourself there a year from today. And now imagine that there is a mirror there. And you notice yourself. Maybe you've changed physically. Maybe you're healthier. Maybe your skin is brighter. Maybe your hair is longer and healthier, and your nails are, and your skin is clear and healthy. Maybe you've lost weight or toned up or gotten more muscly, something like that, stronger. And maybe when you look at your face, you notice that you have a real sense of peace. There's a knowing behind your eyes, and that knowing is comfort. And that knowing is goodness. And you've brought comfort and goodness to a lot of people. You made a lot of people's lives better. Thank you. So we close with gratitude. Gratitude for this experience here. Gratitude for the opportunity and ability to project forward. Gratitude for the ability to look back, gain insight. Very good. Now, before we close here, I'd like you to consider, what is the number one takeaway from this experience right here, right now? What are you going to remember? What is your biggest insight that you're going to carry forward with you from this experience right here, right now? I'm going to count to 3. When I get to 3, I'd like you to open your eyes, emerging from hypnosis, feeling fulfilled, feeling like you learned something here today. You've noticed something here today that is important to you. So you've shifted, you've transformed, because you recognize what worked for you in the past and what you're going to work toward in the future. And that feels good, and you have something to look forward to. 2, imagine coming back into your body completely, if you haven't already, and it feels safe and comfortable there. You feel good. You feel really good, and you are exactly on the right path. Preparing to open your eyes. 3, opening your eyes. Feeling so good, and you do feel good, don't you?